As far as I know, they did part of that with the track itself, but I don't think we've completed the sidewalk yet.
No.
I
Just
think
the crossing.
the
Just
crossing,
They
yeah.
put the crossing part in
The
when
crossing.
they replaced the tracks.
They're putting the crossing in only.
Yeah, so that's part of this
Yeah.
deal for closing, okay. So that's still in place then?
I think they put it in.
They've already done their part, we just have not completed the sidewalk that goes
They've not done
across
that
it.
yet?
It's all setting up.
Yeah, they have to
It's-
put the sidewalk across the tracks. It's sitting up there, it's all rubber. But they haven't done their part of the sidewalk yet.
Okay, that they were supposed to do the sidewalk
They
itself?
have to put the sidewalk on their property across the tracks.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's still in,
Yes.
Still in play.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, great. thank you.
That's not, Tim, that's not cement, is it? It's
No,
more
that's
of a
rubber.
rubber, that's what I
The rubber-
thought.
I believe the rubber pads are sitting up there by the tracks, by where the old depot used to be.
Okay, thank you.
so we just need to let them know to finish it, or ask them when they're gonna finish it, or what?
Yeah, I don't know what their schedule is, yeah, it's up to them to put that up.
Okay. Any other comments? If not, I need a motion to close the hearing and receive and file oral and written comments.
To me, it's not a street we're gonna use anymore, nothing we have any use for.
No,
If we don't take care of it, it's just gonna sit there anyway. So, I don't see asking much for $1 for it, would be the only thing I would ask for it, because it's not gonna be up for us, and we don't have to take care of it anymore if we give it to them, so.
getting all those in public comments, or comments, okay.
Well, and the street, just some background too on the section we sold to Mr. Jensen, it was an access for the fairgrounds that we closed an access when he did approach us, so
Yeah.
we did make changes to the fairgrounds property.
I wasn't here for that, so I don't know nothing of it.
Can we ask for $1?
Yes.
Leroy, can we ask you for 50 cents then?
Two different roads,
Yeah.
two different sections of
Yeah,
road.
you know, you can, I just make sure your minutes reflect that the reason why you thought that $1 was adequate consideration because of the, I think what you've been talking about, you're getting rid of a road, it accomplishes, you're part of the terms of the deal with the railroad, safety of the public, gets the property and the tax rolls. I think those are the things you've been talking about. Make sure the minutes reflect that so that 10 years from now, when we have someone else who wants a piece of property and we say it's $10,000, or they don't come back and say, well, why did this happen for $1?
And I think that lower part, we still have to check and see where the property line is as to how much it is with Leroy and how much is this with Johnson's. That's why we don't have it as part of this resolution tonight, because we need to discuss that with you two guys. So that will probably be on the agenda again once we get that discussion made and determined.
You did hear Leroy said we could round up.
So his would be $1.50 or what? How's that rounding? Round which way? I don't know. Are we ready to close the hearing and take a vote? Motion by Dallenbach.
Second.
Second by Holland. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. And now I need a motion to adopt the resolution. And I believe you have a copy of the resolution on in front of you that we put out tonight that only has the legal description for the section that is surrounded by gators.
And I recommend when whoever makes the motion sets out the reasons after they make the motion, just briefly set out the reasons why you think $1 is adequate consideration. Because we had a public hearing where that was discussed, but I think in the minutes I want the resolution maker to reflect why they felt $1 is adequate
Okay.
when they make the motion.
Now they're all afraid to make the motion.
I know. That's what But maybe you could say
They've
for
been pretty
reasons.
quiet tonight as it is.
Can
How
you
about for the reasons that
plagiarize
we-
your comments?
Yeah, you could cite what I just said in earlier, but just make sure it's reflected that you feel that the benefits that we talked about are conferred upon the city by disposing of the property in that fashion.
You wanna go over those benefits one more time for me?
Yeah. You talked about, number one, you talked about getting the property in the tax rolls. Second, you talked about the railroad, contract or railroad agreement you had already entered into. Third, I think it's a safety issue that's consistent with your policy to close that road to keep people from running up onto the railroad. And, I'd say those three reasons, and then I think you're safe.
That and sell it to them for $1, and I'll make that motion. That sound good?
Okay, you got that straight?
I guess the other one would be otherwise it's not a valuable, it's a worthless piece of property except to those property owners. Is the
And
other
we just
reason.
don't have to maintain it anymore, so it
Correct.
saves us
Yeah.
money.
There's 5 different reasons there. Got it.
And that's all part of your motion?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll second that motion.
And Grover will second it, and this time we do need the roll call.
Holland,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Grover,
Yes.
Dallenbach.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you very much. Next on my agenda is resolution setting home occupation permit fees. I believe you have that on your Dropbox.